What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we're taking a look at spots that I'm camping with my army of alts, basically just AFK logging a bunch of different tunes to try and get rare collectibles that sells for a lot of gold on the auction house. And I've done a lot of these videos, so if you enjoyed this sort of content, make sure to look through my catalog of YouTube videos if you want additional locations. Now, I also have a bunch of these locations in spreadsheets on the VIP Discord. So if you're a member of the VIP Discord, make sure to check that out. If you're not, that's going to be linked down below in the description. And since we're talking about the VIP Discord right now, if you wasn't aware, I'm doing like a last minute 2024 sale on every single gold guide that I have. So it doesn't matter if you're playing classic fresh, you can get the gold guide for that for 9.90, or if you're playing retail, which of course comes with a lifetime of free updates. Every single expansion to come to retail, I'm going to update the gold guide with the best gold farms and send that version directly to your email completely for free. So make sure to use the discount code SALE and grab them right now with the links down below in the description. Now, the first one is this guy right here, Gibble Vilt. Gibble Vilt is located down here in New Tinkertown. It's a rare elite that can drop two different items of interest. So he drops the Foreman pants and the Foreman vest. The drop chance on them fairly low, but they do tend to fetch a good price. Definitely check the prices on your realm before you go absolutely ham and camp out this one. But like that goes for every single item that we're camping. Like some of these mobs and rare elites, they can only drop one item of interest. Now you want to make sure that you check the price of that item on your realm, because if you have already have some circus clowns that's camping it on your realm and dropping the price by a shit ton, you're better off leaving your tune camped at something else, right? Now, this next one right here is also an absolute classic, which I've featured before, but it's been a long time since I've featured this one. It is one that I don't see a lot of people doing. I typically don't have a lot of competition on it. It takes place in Thousand Needles right here, underwater, killing Mr. Well, it's a hard name to pronounce, right? But he can drop this Silit Ripper. Now, Silit Ripper, once again, as the other ones, is quite expensive. Weapons typically are expensive, so it's one that I'm making sure to camp on a couple of different tunes, as I'm trying my best to always have one up on the auction house at any given time. But definitely one that is worth checking out. So make sure to camp a tune on that one as well. Now, for the next one is also pretty good. It's one that I haven't camped that much myself, but it takes place in wetlands. And the specific rare elite that we're talking about is this guy right here, the Marek Worm Scale. Now, he's all the way down here in wetlands, and he can drop the War Chief's belt and also the Sight Axe, where the Sight Axe is also fetching a pretty good price. It's a weapon. Like weapons always do well. So again, though, make sure to check out both the War Chief belt and the Sight Axe on your auction house to see if the price is any good. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him. Didn't get lucky this time, but I did already get the War Chief belt one time. War Chief belt not as good as the actual weapon, since the War Chief belt got shared appearances, but nonetheless, it's gonna sell even though it isn't for a lot of gold. But you're definitely have your main focus on the weapon right here. So make sure to camp one tune in wetlands. There's also a couple of other elites, like I featured this guy up here on the last video that I did as well, but there's even more rare elites in wetlands as well. So you could have an army of elves camped in wetlands only, and you would be quite busy. So the next one that we're going to take a look at, logging into my tune that's in Elven Forest out of all places. And I really like this one because he's usually always up. I don't have to worry about logging in and wondering if he's going to be up or not. Maybe that's going to change after a video like this one, but we're talking about the Turos Lightfinger. Turos Lightfinger right down here in Elven Forest. He drops two white items. So it's not an item that a lot of people would camp back in the days because you couldn't transmog white items. Now that you can, though, it is really, really good because he drops two different items, Mr. Lightfinger. He drops the fingerless gloves and the tuggish shield, where the gloves and the shields are going to be unique appearances. Now, the gloves aren't going to be as good as the shield, where the shield is really good, but still, the gloves are a unique appearance, so they will fetch you a decent amount of gold. Definitely something that is worth looking into as well. Highly recommend you guys to get a couple of these up on the auction house. Me personally, I consider these items from this specific elite to be quite easy to get, so I try my best to have them up on a couple of different realms, right? And so far, it hasn't been an issue at all. I did have too many tunes camping him though, so now I've moved some of those other tunes over to other locations. Now, this next one right here in Red Ridge Mountains, it's also pretty decent. He drops two different items. The name of the mob is Casson. Well, as you can see right here, spawns outside of the cave in Red Ridge Mountains, and he drops the Cutthroat Pauldrons and the Casson's Mole. Now, the shoulders aren't typically that good on most realms, where the weapon, again, weapon always good, but the weapon tends to do way better. So this one is a bit tougher to get, not as tough as a lot of the rare elites that are featured in this series, though. But again, I do fully realize that that's something that's subject to change after I make one of these videos on it. So what I do personally is that whenever I make a videos of these locations, it's because I have all the items from camping these for a while. So after doing that, I make a video on it, and then I move all of my tunes over to different rare elites and world bosses, and then it's like a rinse and repeat. So you're definitely going to be well off by checking out some of the older videos of this AFK camp series. But with that being said, that's pretty much it. That was the last rare elite of today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to see more videos like this. If you want to see all my videos before they hit YouTube, you can consider checking out the VIP Discord. It's pretty much like a Patreon where you support me as a content creator. In return, you get invited to a Discord server where you can watch all my videos, get your hands on exclusive spreadsheets for gold making, investment, gold tips, and much more. So if you already have the gold guides, definitely check out the VIP Discord. If you don't have the gold guide, now is a golden time to check it out, because now, before we enter 2025, you'll get any of the gold guides for only $9.90 with the discount code SALE linked in the description. I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye bye.